This cat is the chosen one. The one who will deliver us from this darkness and end these times of suffering for you and for all. Trust the cat. Follow the cat. He shall guide you to enlightenment. I used Axie on this cat, and now it's God. And it won't seem to go away. He's not. Okay, there it goes. That lasted quite a while. Woohoo! What's that in there? Whatever. Alright, so I'm going to do this contract, because it's one that's actually in Novigrad. This one that I picked up however long ago. And then there are a whole bunch of contracts and treasure hunts that I have to do just out and about in the world before we leave. So it'll still be quite some time, I dare say, before we're ready to ship out to Skellige. I'm pretty excited about this one though. This is the doors slamming shut. Do I have... Can I read the notice that I have for it? Oops, not inventory. Bad. I have already read all of these. Books. Wait, what? Oh, come on. Wait, what? Wait, what is that? Oh, come on. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, do we have our contracts here? Apparently contracts are not put in here unless they're quest books. Okay, I've done this one, right? Huh. I don't remember what this is. Maybe it's about that werewolf. Yeah, that's probably what it was. Alright, La-di-da. Go by the well, no. White lady, haunted house. This one, yep. I seek a witcher of unsullied reputation, documentation regarding prior achievements and written references preferred, okay, who will undertake the task of combing the residents on the outskirts of the city recently acquired by the undersigned, Count Kurt Dysart, in order to find and drive off or kill the creature which is haunting it. A sizable reward is guaranteed. Temporarily in residence at the Kingfisher.
What do I gotta do to get a lovely...
Eternal fire protects.
So, yeah, this one I'm pretty excited about because I've already mentioned I know how much I love it when games are creepy. Which makes it weird that I'm not a big fan of horror games in general. It's a weird paradox. I don't really like to play horror games, but I love it when I'm playing a game and there's a creepy part in it. But yeah, I'm hoping that this'll really give me the creepy vibes that I do so desire.
I'm a witcher.
Aww. Kids are cute. What? What? Problem? Oh, here we are. Or, here we aren't. Do. Here we go. Yeah, where will we find Priscilla anymore? Is she just still laying in the bed at the hospital? And I wonder, can you come back at some point and find her cured? That'd be nice. Oh, wait. Hit. Hello, sir.
Yes?
Count Kurt Dysart.
Are you here regarding the contract?
Wanted to hire a witcher, didn't you?
I did, but not just any vagabond. One hears all manner of stories about the lunatics of the School of the Cat. Which do you belong to?
How much do you know? School of the Griffin, can't you tell? I mean, I don't have any reason to lie to him. I'm kind of curious what he knows.
School of the Wolf.
Ah, yes. A good one. I knew a witcher of this school.
Really?
Barnabas? No. His name might begin with a B. Never mind. To the matter at hand.
Should I know him?
Not long past, I acquired an estate east of Novigrad. I got it on the cheap, you see. The seller was very keen to be rid of it. Now, I've learned the building is said to be haunted.
Goes to explain the seller's urgency.
I do not believe in ghosts. It is that simple. But my men say the house shakes at night. Walls crumble. Why, even the floors move about.
Is there anything to be done? A remedy for this?
Well, I'll go there and see.
Fine. I'm willing to investigate. How do I get there?
An orchard adjoins the property. The house itself you should recognize easily. Cracks cover its walls. Here's the key. And good luck.
Alright. Let's go have us a look. I'm kind of tempted to wait until night, but I'm sure it'll be dark and spooky enough in the house.
There's no fucking integrity in this world.
Think I piss me trousers.
One thing this game does well is the NPC life, and I know that's weird because I've already complained about how the NPC life in this game is lacking, and I do still think that, just because, like I said, none of them have names, you can't really talk to any of them, you can't really interact with any of them, but that's kind of fine, because this isn't like a do-it-yourself, make-your-own character RPG, you know? This is one of those games where you already have yourself an established character, and there's no reason for this established character to have to talk to these people. All of that being said, all of my gripes and intermittent praises about all of it aside, there are a lot of NPCs. The world really does feel like it has a lot of people in it. It feels like this really is a big city with a lot of people, which is impressive. And there are that's funny. And you see them coming and going in waves to and from different places based on the time of day and such. And that's, oh, they're actually playing in puddles. Cute. And that's something that's pretty cool. Maybe it could be done better than it is. I can't think of anything immediately that could make it better, but I'm sure it could be done. But I think that's something that they did pretty well. Gosh, that makes me think of Dragon's Dogma. I've got a lot to say about Dragon's Dogma, and I've been waiting for a long stretch of walk for me to say it, but I don't know if this is it or not. I don't know how long it'll take me, or how long it won't take me, whatever the case will be. Basically, the game, I really enjoyed the game. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was one of the better games I've ever played in terms of gameplay. but it also left so much to be desired, to the point that it kind of left me feeling cold by the time I was done with it. Just because there was so much that was, like, so much that wasn't done with it. And I've narrowed it down to 3 main points. I was racking my brain trying to figure out what it was about the game that left me so cold, and I finally kind of figured it out. The first point is that, and I'll preface this by saying that, like I said, gameplay was fantastic. The game did one thing extremely, exceptionally well, and that was combat. Combat in that game is more fun than in, like, almost any other game I've ever played. It was beautiful. All the different options you have, all, like, the companions you have fighting with you, the way it feels when you're fighting something, great. But outside of combat, the game was kind of stale. And my first point is the world that the game takes place in. First of all, it's pretty small. Once you've actually explored everything, once you've been everywhere in the world, which doesn't take long at all, you find that it's actually pretty small and restricted. There's not a whole lot of open space, and there are not a whole lot of places to actually rightly explore. Is this where I fought the Ekimara? With Lambert? Oh, by the way, who's that, do we know that other Witcher he was talking about? Is that the guy who isn't Lambert? No, he's the one I was thinking of. Huh, and no, I don't know who he was talking about. But it was pretty small and restricted, and there were all of these cool locations with cool sounding names that were interesting to look at. But then there was nothing to them, actually. Like, there's this place with a cool name like Nightcall Crevasse, the Tomb of the Unknown Traveler. And like, bro, that sounds awesome. But then there's nothing actually there. It's just a nifty little thing to look at. Maybe there's a treasure hoard to loot somewhere nearby. But that's all there is. No lore to it, no associated quest, nothing. And that was a little frustrating. And then there's also the fact that, as great as combat was... Sheep! There's sheep and goats. I don't think I've seen those before. Nifty. But as great as combat was, it still got really, really boring and dull and frustrating. Oh wait, I could call Roach, couldn't I? Traveling back and forth along the same small distances. Oh wow. It's actually quite on the outskirts. Oh. Well, I guess let's do some exploring on the way. Yeah, it was very, it got very dull and frustrating, trekking the same distances over and over again, fighting the same enemies over and over again. Enemies would respawn the same enemies in the same places, the same patterns, like, just endlessly. There would never be any variety to it. Once you've seen a certain group of enemies, that's the same group of enemies you'll be seeing in that area all the time, forever. And there are ambushes. Some of the groups of enemies actually try to ambush you, which is neat, except that they're the same ambushes every time. So it's like... That was a weird noise. So it's like, the first time the ambush happens, it gets you. Ah, didn't see this coming. Wah. The second time it happens, you know what to expect, so you're like, haha, take that. The 6th and 7th time it happens, it's just like, okay, can we stop doing this now? So there's that. And that's basically, in a nutshell, that's my issue with the world. Next is the NPCs in the game, the characters. That game has more diverse NPC life than any other game I've ever seen. Just in terms of like how... Oh, hello. In terms of how all the characters look. Just a hag. Shouldn't be a problem, right? Oh no. And good night. And there you go again with that.